Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Ocho, LeBron started a bit of a discourse on Friday when he spoke about Ant not striving to be the face of the league. Let's take a listen to what GOAT James had to say.
I don't know. Why do you want to be the face of the league when all the people that that cover our game and talk about our game on a day-to-day basis shit on everybody? That responsibility, that's just weird. It's weird energy.
I like that. I like it. I like it. But again, are you able to be the face of the league and deal with the scrutiny that comes with on the other side of the media? Can you not care? The word I like to use, and you use this time, can you compartmentalize and separate the two? Still go out there and do what you need to do, despite knowing with being the face of the league, you got to be on 24/7. Are you going to be on 24/7? Absolutely not. You're going to have your nights. You're going to have your nights. You're going to have your nights you off. You're going to have your night. You want your highs to be, you want the percentage of your highs to be much better than your lows.
Yeah, for sure.
Who wants to deal with that though, Unc? You think about it. LeBron is the right person to be able to talk about it because he didn't have pressure since he came out of high school.
Yes.
He had to deal with it. Times 10, more than anybody I could think of because of the expectations coming out of high school.
But you know what? The thing is, Ocho, is that, look, that's not something a player says, I want to be the face. That we get to determine that. The media get to determine the face of the NBA. The fans get to determine the face of the NBA, not said player. That's not something. LeBron didn't say I'm the face of the NBA. That's not what Magic, that's not what Jordan, that's not what Bird, that's not what Kobe, that's not what Steph did.
Right.
It's sustained excellence for a period of time, and they won. It's a sustained excellence for a period of time, and you win. Just because you got a couple of highlights, that don't mean you about to be the face of the league.
Nah.
And look, I get it. It's like, well, Jason Tatum and Shea, and it's just hard for me to see a foreign-born player because this is an American sport. It's just hard for me to see Americans getting behind a non-American athlete saying you're the face of our sport.
Right.
But we'll see what happens. But when you look at Ja, you look at Ant, you look at Tatum, and people are like, well, Jason Tatum, I like Jason Tatum. But like people keep saying, well, hold on. Are we sure Jason Tatum is the best player on his own team? Because all I know, Finals MVP went to Jaylen Brown. All I know is Eastern Conference Finals MVP went to Jaylen Brown. So are we certain?
Right.
Because it can be no ambiguity. Kobe couldn't come to face of the league as the second best player on his own team.
Right.
Shaq had to leave in order for him to be that face.
Right.
Jordan was the best player on his team. Bird was the best player. Magic was the best player. LeBron was the best player. Now, it might have taken 22 years for you to say, you know what? LeBron is the second best player now that he got a guy that's damn near 10 years, 14 years younger than he is. Luka just turned 26 the other day. But, I mean, Zion's got to win. He's got to be on the court. So the guys that we can say as far as American players, Ja, Ant-Man, Zion, Jason Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Hey,
yeah.
Is my camera crooked or am I?
Your camera's crooked.
It is?
Yeah.
Hold on. What about now?
It's still crooked. All you did is move it one way and move it right back.
How come it only do this when I'm on the road?
Look at your headboard. Can't you see your head? Can't you see the closet behind you, how it's tilted?
Whoa.
No,
God.
You got to look at the camera and see. You don't see it's tilted?
Oh, yeah. It looks like it's like.
Yeah, it is. So what you doing? Yeah, you better. There you go.
Oh, hold on. But listen, it's the tripod that I'm using, I don't know why. It's not even in the center of the camera. It's to the side. It's to the side of the camera. And so once I screw it in, it tilts down. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go get it. Oh snap! I'm gonna go get a new one tomorrow. I'm gonna get a new stand tomorrow.
Yeah. This episode of Nightcap is brought to you by Cologuard, a non-invasive colon cancer screening test. Did you know colon cancer is considered one of the most preventable yet least prevented cancers? When caught in the early stages, colon cancer has a survival rate of 90%. So screening and early detections are key to reducing overall colon cancer deaths. That's why the American Cancer Society recommends that if you're at average risk, you begin screening for colon cancer at age 45. And a convenient way to do that is with Cologuard test. The Cologuard test allows you to be in control of your colon cancer screening through prescription-based tests delivered to your door with none of the prep that's required for a colonoscopy. No liquid prep, no days off, no invasive procedures. Plus, Cologuard test is affordable. Most insured patients pay $0, and a follow-up colonoscopy is needed after a positive Cologuard test. This is usually covered by insurance also. So if you're 45 years of older and at average risk, you can ask your healthcare provider about screening for colon cancer with the Cologuard test. You can also request a Cologuard prescription today at Cologuard.com/podcast. The Cologuard test is intended to screen adults 45 and older at average risk for colorectal cancer. Do not use Cologuard test if you have had adenemas, have inflammatory bowel disease, and certain hereditary syndromes, or personal or family history of colorectal cancer. The Cologuard test is not a replacement for colonoscopies. High-risk patients' Cologuard test in adults 45 to 49 is estimated based on a large clinical study of patients 50 and older. False positives and false negatives can occur. Cologuard is available by prescription only. Ocho, he elaborated the next morning. Exactly made my point. But anyways, happy this convo has started it. Ain't no face of the game. Ain't no about one person or one show. It's about a culture of basketball, the beautiful game in the most beautiful game in the world.
Right.
Our game has never been better. Incredible young stars from all over the world and some elder ones. Steph Curry, she'll be all we're talking about today. True. Man dropped 56. We talked about it, Ocho. Let's discuss how great OKC and the Cavs have been this season with two completely different styles and break down why and how they have. Of course, if players don't perform, we need to discuss that too and break that down. Even that can't be discussed in a way that's not bringing finality to a player's game, but leave room to see how the player responds, and let's watch the journey of that player. This ain't about me either. At this point, I really don't care what you said about me. It's always something. This is about the impact of negativity it's having on our beautiful game and our fans. I know it speaks a lot about players, but more importantly, a hell of a lot of great fans and truly love and celebrate the sport around the world. Mind the game. What you thinking, Ocho?
Damn, that's it. I'm trying to think.
I mean, you look at. Look, the sports are about stories. What's the story? I mean, Shea. I mean, we're about to have another foreign-born MVP. That's what we're about to have. Whoa. Shea is from Canada. Jokic is 1-3.
Hold on. Shea not from the crib?
Shea's from Canada. Shea from Canada. Jokic is 1-3. Giannis is 1-2. Joel Embiid. So it's been a while since we had an American-born MVP. It's been a while. Look, he's right. The Cavs be getting up threes. Donovan Mitchell didn't play tonight, but they had Ty Jerome come in, played unbelievable. Who else? Somebody else. I was watching the game. I was flipping back and forth.
Right. But
they had to come from behind because they were down damn near the whole game in Portland, and they came back and they ended up winning in overtime. But they've been really good, and they were down the other night against Boston and found a way to win in Boston. because Boston has had their number this year, Ocho.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned earlier, Kenny Atkinson has those guys playing really, really well. I don't think he should have lost his job in Brooklyn, but hey, they got guys and they wanted to move in a different direction. And with that level of talent, when your aspirations are championship, and you hire a guy like Steve Nash, hey, they did. But look, if you're the face of anything, too much is given, much is required.
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of benefits as far as advertising dollars, as sponsorships going to come your way. But you do heavy as the head that wears the crown.
And that's one of the pros of it now. Let's talk about
Let's talk about
the
Yes. DeAndre Hunter, that's the guy. They picked him up from Atlanta. I'm surprised, but Atlanta's like, hey, we're not going anywhere, so hey, let's offload it. DeAndre Hunter can play. He still can, but he should be sixth man of the year because he was balling. He's averaging 20 off the bench.
And then people laughed at me when I said I averaged 28, 12, and 10 off the bench.
Nah. You average 28 seconds off the bench.
No, I'm just saying.
You getting straight the game's out of hand.
No, come on. No, absolutely not. If Brother Hunter could do it, what do you think I would do if that was my game?
Brother Hunter was the most outstanding player in the March Madness.
Yeah.
That's not you.
Okay. I was just throwing that out there.
Okay. Jamie Foxx defends LeBron's legacy. If he came up with a cure of cancer, they would say, yeah, what about diabetes? 40,000 points over 20 years of play, carrying this bum-ass league on his shoulders, ungrateful.
No matter what you do, they'll always find a way to down your greatness. No matter who it is.
Nobody, Ocho. I've followed this game for an extended period of time, and I go a ways back. Nobody in the history of sports
has been exempt,
other than Muhammad Ali when he did what he did,
yes, sir,
had ever caught the vitriol that this man did.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. Go back and look it up. Nobody has.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. The man scores 50. They say, well, Kobe would have got 70. Jordan would have got 80.
Mm-hmm.
The man give you a 50-point triple-double. Mm-hmm. Against that team, y'all do realize a lot of these teams were in the league when Kobe played. But y'all do realize Kobe retired, he was 36 and 37? 37?
Yeah.
Y'all remember what he looked like his last 3 years, or we just gonna forget that? Oh, okay. Don't wait. We gonna just forget that. Don't even worry about it, Ocho. We gonna forget that.
Yes, sir.
Do y'all remember about what Jordan looked like in Washington?
Washington.
We just gonna get that. See, they were just finishing up. Now, if they had won a title, everybody would have spoke about the greatness of those two guys. Now they didn't win a title, didn't come close to winning a title. I heard when LeBron first got to LA, he came to be Michael B. Jordan. He came to be a movie star. Now, he's been all NBA since he's been here. He's won a title. He's been the MVP of the finals, and they still won't give him no credit.
Mm-mm. Listen,
I ain't got no problem giving people credit. If you play good, I'm going to say you play good. If you play bad, I'm going to say that too.
Yeah. You always been fair, but listen.
But that's the luxury. That's the luxury about having your own platform. That's the luxury of being in a situation. Hey, everybody knows how I feel about LeBron, but if he plays bad, I don't have a problem saying that. Same thing with Mahomes. Same thing with Kelsey. But see, I like it because they say I criticize. When I criticize Josh Allen, they say I'm racist. If I criticize Lamar, they say I don't like black. So I'm doing a pretty good job, Ocho. So I'm getting it on both sides. I'm doing it right down the middle there.
You're right. Listen, you're fair. You're fair, and everybody get the same treatment.
That's it. Now, I don't hear anybody said when Lamar was coming out, I say, I don't care what they say. Lamar, don't you take your ass to receiver. Don't do no receiver drills.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do no DB drills. You are a quarterback. Go play quarterback. And then if you can't make it as a quarterback, say, you know what? I can't play quarterback. let me go head on. I'll go to wide receiver. But I'm not running no drills at no wide receiver because I've been a quarterback. Mm-hmm. Even when he struggled, I was supportive. But if he plays bad, and I say, well, Lamar didn't play well today, he's got to do a better job of taking care of the football. Bro, so what am I supposed to say? If Lamar plays bad, I just want y'all to tell me, what am I supposed to say? Because Brady played bad, I said that. When Peyton played bad, I said that. When Romo and Breeze and Dak and whomever else, when they play bad, you looking at it too. The only difference is I get to tell you, says, look, in a situation like this, why would he throw the ball into that coverage? When you know it's this coverage and you know you're supposed to go elsewhere with the ball. I ain't got no axe to grind. I ain't jealous of I had an okay career, Ocho. 7th round draft pick, made it all the way to the high. Pro Bowls, All Pro, Super Bowls, all. So why? I'm just trying to figure out, people say you be jealous of what? Y'all make it seem like I was a special teams guy. I did. I started out on special teams, Ocho. Led the team in tackle. Wish you was on punt return. I had something for you too.
Who?
I bet you can't sit on no branch and turn your head around. You. You. That's who.